Hello you guys, it is your Miss Filipina International 2019 here, and I am so excited to record my very first makeup tutorial with you guys. So make sure you subscribe and like and comment to let me know your feedback. So to start off, I am doing my eyebrows. There is no wrong way of how you do your eyebrows, but if you are curious, I do use the Anastasia brow kit, and then I also use the Tarte concealer Shape Tape. I take a flat brush to define my eyebrows a lot more, and I do that on both of my eyebrows. So you can really see a difference in the eyebrows when you add the concealer to it. It makes the eyebrows really pop and look nice and smooth. I put this line in the middle just to compare my eyebrows. I find it a lot easier to make them equal when I have that line up. Just a little tip for you guys there. And then you can always just blend that in right after. And for the top of the eyebrows, you do not want to over conceal them. Just a little bit, just so it cleans up the top of them. But you don't want to shout, "I have eyebrows," when people see you. So you can see that I'm only using a little bit, not as heavy as the concealer I have on the bottom. I blend that all in perfectly with my beauty blender. And then I also add concealer to my eyelids, and then also I am putting my primer. I also add a loose powder onto my eyelids that I do right now in a second. That is just so the eyeshadow is blendable. And you can use any powder. Here's my Morphe palette. I'm taking a just ignore him. I am using a base color to put in my crease. It is like a light brown color. I really pack that on just like that, and then I take a deeper burnt orangey color and I add that also to the crease. And make sure you blend it in very good. Now I am taking a dark brown color to put in my inner corners to give my eyeshadow more dramatic look to it. And I blend that in. And the darker you make your inner corner or your outer corners, the more dramatic your look will look. Your eyes will look. I take a flat brush with concealer. That was a little trick I used to see and find where your crease is. And then I add my glitter with the same flat brush. I pack it on top of the concealer, and basically what that does is it makes the eyeshadow look very clean than just opposed to just adding the glitter. I'm gonna go ahead and go under my waterline with the same exact colors that I used in my eyeshadow. So I start with the burnt orange color, and then I go in with the deep brown color. It really brings your whole face together when you add your eyeshadow to the waterline. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the same base color to blend in my eyeshadow, just so that way the cut crease doesn't look so dramatic. And then I go ahead and add my eyeliner I am not doing a wing. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a base. And then mascara, curl your eyelashes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some foundation. I'm using the Tarte foundation. I blend that in very nicely with a beauty blender. So this look is basically like an evening look, more of I'm going to dinner, not too heavy, but the perfect amount of heavy. And then I'm contouring my face with the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. I really want to bring out my cheekbones, and I have to contour my forehead. My nose is what's very important to me. I like to make it look a lot smaller than what it is. And make sure you make those two contours in the middle, the lines in the middle of your nose, close to each other, because if you make it too wide, you can actually make your nose look a lot bigger than it is. And I go ahead and go in with some more concealer, but I use the Fenty Beauty concealer. I'm fixing my nose. Good to go. And now we're gonna go ahead and blend it all in. I like to start with the concealer, and then I go in with the dark contour, but there's no right or wrong way. Don't be afraid to put those lines on your nose and just patiently blend it all in. And then I go ahead and put a loose powder underneath my eyeballs and underneath my cheekbones to brighten those areas specifically. And I don't leave it on for too long because my look isn't gonna be too dramatic. Add my one-of-a-kind lashes that will be releasing in January. Take off the loose powder with a brush and put them on my eyelashes. Just like that. Bam! Slay my life. I know you guys like those eyelashes. And then I go ahead and go with a dark nude to outline my lips. I'm using a separate brush because I don't like the tip of the lipstick brush. And then I go in with a lighter color to give it an ombre look. And doing that ombre look makes your lips look a lot bigger. So you add the dark on the outside, and then you take a little bit of a lighter color and you put it in the middle. So as you can see, and then I go over my nose with a little bit more contour powder from the Anastasia kit, but it's actually the powder instead of the cream. And then I go over my cheeks. I gotta get that forehead. And then some highlights. And make sure you highlight that nose. That makes or break your nose. Tell me my nose doesn't look tiny with the highlighter on. Final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this look.